detoxing for weight loss, for beauty treatments, for fitness is bullshit.
Hi folks, Dr. Bob McCauley. That's Vox, V-O-X. They don't seem to like natural health at all. They attacked What the Health, that documentary, and now they're attacking just the notion of detoxification. I think Vox is in general pretty slanted one way or another. I think they try to appear to be neutral. They're going to demystify everything for you. Nothing could be further from the truth as far as I'm concerned, especially with this particular piece that I'm countering here, I'm rebutting. Julia Belluz, B-E-L-L-U-Z, she's their health correspondent. She's a journalist. She did some work at MIT, and she's got all sorts of awards, very prestigious. What exactly does she know about health? Well, you're going to find out really in the end. It's just kind of a bunch of pap.
But it's been kept alive thanks to some really archaic misconceptions about how our bodies work, and a whole lot of celebrity endorsements.
In fact, I've created a great 48-hour detox plan on DrOz.com.
Of course, we have to go after Dr. Oz. I mean, if Dr. Oz says anything now, he's been so discredited, it's just not true. So detox, Dr. Oz said it, not true. Okay, got it.
Chemicals that have entered our bodies from the environment. But if you go back to about 3000 BC in ancient Egypt, physicians thought that toxic substances were actually produced within people's bodies, and that these toxins were the cause of disease and that they needed to be expelled.
For the record, I think the Egyptians were onto something, in the sense that maybe the toxins aren't created within the body. Most toxins come from the outside. But this is what disease lives on. Toxins create the environment within the body that disease thrives in and thrives upon. And it is these toxins, these things that don't belong in the body, which I'll get into here shortly, that disease actually thrives in and lives on.
People thought that the body would poison itself when toxins from feces were absorbed back into the blood.
They called this idea auto-intoxication, and it lasted for a long time, and even microbiologists believed in it through the last century.
By the early 1900s, our understanding of physiology evolved, and we stopped taking the idea of auto-intoxication seriously. But in the realm of health pseudoscience, detoxing still stuck around, and a lot of that detox culture has been shaped by celebrity culture.
I have no idea why we need to go back 3,000 years and listen to the Egyptians, and then listen to people from the last century and see how wrong they got it. You've got Dr. Oz and celebrities promoting detoxification and detoxification products, so you know it's a fake.
Movie stars and other performers will use detox products, and their stories will get written up in magazines.
Gwyneth Paltrow is a fantastic example of that. Her website is just like a panorama of pseudoscience. She's famously endorsed different types of cleanses that she allegedly uses herself.
What you don't see is that those products are just one part of a multi-million-dollar business promoting easy exercise and diet solutions.
Now you're attacking Gwyneth Paltrow? Okay.
Here's the thing. Our bodies are already fantastic detox machines.
We have the skin, the lymphatic and gastrointestinal systems, the kidneys, the liver. They're all working together to convert toxic substances that enter the body into harmless things that your body can either store or eliminate. But the best things you can do to boost your well-being and maybe even improve your long-term health outcomes are just sleep, don't drink too much, don't smoke, exercise, eat a balanced diet, and
That's all you got to do to be healthy. That's it. Just don't smoke, don't drink too much, sleep, get plenty of sleep, and have this dinner. Well, look at that dinner. Ooh, hey. Well, that's a power meal right there. Yeah, well, look at it. You got your ham. That'll haul the toxins right out of your body. You go really slow, go into that detox. You got some kind of thing over there with something red in the middle, like a cherry or something, and then some kind of orange things. That's very, very detoxifying. It's kind of, I wouldn't do that right after childbirth. No. This is where it goes completely off the rails as far as I'm concerned. So your body takes in toxins, and then it changes them into something that now are harmless. Well, really? How about a heavy metal? How about a herbicide? How about a pesticide? Are those changed into harmless substances instantly by the body so they can be used by the body or removed by the body? It doesn't make any sense.
But there's actual, real, legitimate medical detox procedures for people who have levels of alcohol or drugs or poisons in their body that are too high, and they need to go through some kind of treatment to get them back to levels that basically won't kill them.
And now, conveniently, we're back to only medical science can take care of detoxification. There are medical procedures here, and these products are just a bunch of crap. Okay, now we're going to get into Dr. Bob's take on the whole thing. So let's talk very briefly about the word toxin, and what the word toxin is, and what a detoxification is. But what is a toxin? Well, a toxin is something that doesn't belong in the body. It's a poison. We could call it a contaminant, if you like. Essentially, what a toxin is something in your body that has no business being there because it does not perform any kind of a function inside the body. And there are very mild toxins that aren't going to bother you very much at all, and your body wouldn't really affect your health tremendously one way or another. And then there are very serious toxins such as heavy metals, herbicides, pesticides. You go fill up your car with gasoline and you smell the gas. Well, you're breathing in benzene, arsenic, trihalomethanes, VOCs, volatile organic chemicals of all kinds, and hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbon is like something that's oil-based. That gets into your body. It is very difficult to get out of there. These are toxins, and this is what disease lives on. Now, I do my best to try to keep health very, very simple. And so I say HAD, hydrate your body, alkalize your body, detoxify your body. And I tell people all the time, if you actually do all those three things, you'll be incredibly healthy. I don't care what disease you had, you'll be healthy. But to do those three things, to truly hydrate the body, alkalize it, just bring it up to the body pH of neutral, which is measured through your urine, not your blood, and then detoxify, get those things out of your body that don't belong there, you'd be healthy. But this is really hard to do. And what I don't like about this piece by Vox is that they kind of are saying this whole detoxification thing is just nonsense. 3,000 years ago, the Egyptians believed these weird things. Centuries later, we had this auto-intoxication through, feces, getting rid of toxins, re-entering the bloodstream. There's actually something to be said for that as far as I'm concerned. Everything in the body should be performing a function. You've got things in your body that don't belong there. They need to get out of the body. That's called detoxification. Now, how are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to get into that in just a second. But the idea that, toxins really aren't that serious, or we only need them, for alcoholics or, drug users, drug abusers, and only the medical world can do this. This is a bunch of nonsense. You have got to keep your body clean if you expect to be healthy. You've got to get that which does not belong in there out. We call those toxins. It's just this idea that Dr. Oz is selling some kind of a weight loss detox program, so it's just fake. Well, maybe what he's got is fake. I don't know. Or Gwyneth Paltrow, maybe she's selling a bunch of products that are it's just fake, it's just pseudoscience. Either something works or it doesn't. I promote a raw food diet, a vegan raw food diet. I go to the doctor and I get my blood work and it comes back perfect. I mean, I'm not all out of whack here. This was low, my B vitamins were too high, or it was too low, I don't have no vitamin. Everything was great. You come back with it. What do we need at that point? A study? We need a whole book of studies? What are we supposed to say when I live this way, I get perfect results, I tell you exactly what I'm doing. It's not that big of a mystery, I hope, at this point. We still get, no, the jury's still out. Really? Well, no, the jury's still not out. Okay, the jury came back. Here are the results. I'm incredibly healthy. Now, how have I done it? Here's how. One of the most commonly asked questions I get, literally, is, do you ever do a detox? And my answer is always the same. Yes, it's called my life. Because that's what I do every single day. I am constantly detoxifying. My whole lifestyle, everything I do. Now, how does it start? I start my day every day, big tall glass of alkaline ionized water. I get it first thing right out of the tap. First thing I do. Second thing I do, I get another one, and I drink that. I drink about a half a gallon of water before I eat everything every day. But I'm going to tell you something. 1 liter per hour. 1 quart, 1 liter per hour. That's the most water you should ever drink. Anything more than that, dangerous. Don't drink water around mealtime. But other than that, water should rule your day. Next way I detoxify is through spirulina and chlorella, 2 types of algae. Been talking about them for years and years. The most powerful foods in the world. Chlorella in particular, the fiber in chlorella has been shown in scientific studies to bind with heavy metals and pull them out of the body. They even took the chlorella and they put a bunch of arsenic in it, huge amount, and they fed it to rats. And they tested the rats before and after, and there was no additional arsenic in the body of the rats. That meant that the arsenic remained bound by the chlorella. That's the kind of incredible detoxification properties both these foods have. And there's all sorts of other detoxification properties of spirulina and chlorella. But the main point is that there, because we could go on all day long about this property and that property. Why get bogged down in the science? Just put the kind of foods into your body that you know aren't going to be toxic, because these are really well tested. I mean, we test for heavy metals, herbicides, pesticides, radiation, all that kind of stuff constantly. It's more scrutinized than any other foods on the planet. If you can show me one, I would love to see it. Nothing is tested for all these things the way spirulina and chlorella are. Very highly regulated, very highly scrutinized, and so they're very clean. And I'm not saying you can't get dirty spirulina and chlorella, unclean spirulina and chlorella out there, because I always mention certain countries, China, which, you know, you got to be really careful about. But, you know, for the most part, these are amazing foods you're going to put into your body. They're going to remove huge amounts of things that don't belong in the body, which we refer to as toxins. Next thing I will tell you is raw fruits and vegetables. It's kind of a no-brainer. If you cook your food, you'll eat your food, and then all those toxins, all those things that don't belong in the body, they will displace in the body. I guarantee you that. That's how people end up with Alzheimer's, and that's why toxins are so incredibly dangerous. And I'll say it again: this is what disease lives on. Disease lives on the things that don't belong in your body. And this detox hit piece on Vox, it's just totally misleading and telling us that, you know, toxins really aren't all that dangerous, and where do they come from? It's all just a bunch of buzzwords. Gwyneth Paltrow, you know, just stick to a normal diet. You'll be fine. Just a healthy diet. Don't drink too much. Don't smoke. You'll be fine. Just make sure you sleep. You'll be fine. Eat ham. You'll detox. Yeah, you'll be fine. Now, there's certain things that I sell that are also really detoxifying. For instance, brown seaweed extract, which is concentrated kelp, that has a lot of detoxification properties. Or shilajit, that's kind of a clay that comes out of the Himalayas, very, very detoxifying, binds with heavy metals and pulls them out. And there's other things out there that can really do it, but it's really just a healthy lifestyle of raw fruits and vegetables and staying properly hydrated constantly. So a couple last detox things that are really big and very detoxifying. Liquid extra minerals. I promote those all the time. Here's my full spectrum blend. Okay, I take them every single day. I'd been a raw foodist for many years, and I had my minerals tested, and a lot of them were really low, and they were way off. And I got this full spectrum blend. It was kind of a little different than the one I created. Had a different amounts of it in there. I wanted to change it a little bit, which I did, but I tried it, and within 3 or 4 days of getting into this, I really went through a major detox. My body was readjusting. Now, that's anecdotal evidence. I don't have a study for that or any of this kind of stuff. But as your body gets brought into balance, or what they call homeostasis, it starts releasing things it doesn't need, which are called toxins, doesn't require. And there's all sorts of ways that happens within the body. But it's really a diet of raw fruits and vegetables that is going to make you, detoxify you more than anything. And again, the raw foods do not displace toxins. Cooked foods, they displace their toxins. Things like ham, and potatoes and that red thing in that plate, that displaces toxins. Okay, another one is the far infrared sauna. Promoted it for years. You're literally sweating out, toxins of all kinds. It's the far infrared waves that are hitting your body's tissue and your cells, and they're vibrating at the same range as the far infrared waves, which is 0 to 1,000 microns in length. Same far infrared waves that we get from the sun. And you get in this sauna, and within 10-15 minutes you're sweating profusely. It's really amazing. And you're sweating out herbicides, pesticides, radiation, all the stuff that in normal sweat, no matter how much you sweat, and you'll never get rid of that stuff. And while I'm in there, I'm drinking a ton of water. This is an incredibly detoxifying experience. There should be a far infrared sauna in every single home in the country, as far as I'm concerned. They're going to cost you anywhere from maybe $2,000 to $4,000, but just listen, never put a price on your health, because what good is a vacation if you can't go on that vacation because you're too sick to go or you're dead? Anyway, anything you buy like that, as far as I'm concerned, I always put my health first. I tell people all the time, it's very important. The most important thing to me is God. And second most important thing that I do every single day is take care of me and my health. And the reason is not because I'm such a selfish jerk and I don't care about my family. What good am I to my family if I'm not healthy, if I can't go out and earn money? I become a burden. So I take care of me and then I help them. Anyway, main point is, don't put a price on your health. Your health is priceless. And last but not least, vigorous exercise, incredibly detoxifying, and that's one of the reasons I really, really promote it. Vigorous exercise daily, day in and day out. You know, you cleanse your organs with your blood circulating through your body, and you're breathing and you're clearing the lungs. Very hard to detoxify the lungs, you know, very, very difficult. That's why a lot of lung cancer and emphysema and you know, asbestos getting in the lungs, anything like that is really, really hard. It's the most difficult thing to clear out. But vigorous exercise, running or swimming or whatever you're doing where you're breathing, just 15 to 30 minutes a day, you know, is really, really just so cleansing for the organs and the body. And it builds your immune system in ways that, you know, nutrients cannot. So those are my detox tips. I really find this Vox thing very misleading. I find this Belize woman to be, you know, very smart. She's got a bunch of awards. She studied at MIT for a while. She's a journalist. She knows enough to be dangerous. You know, she's one of these people that can search things. Does she live on a raw diet? I guarantee you no. Is she a vegan? Absolutely not. She wouldn't have, I don't know if it was her or Vox wouldn't have attacked What the Health, that documentary, if she was really a true vegan or really thought this was healthy. She's not a health guru, but boy, she'll jump into detox and say, hey, look, it's Dr. Oz and it's these celebrities talking about detoxification. And some of that is a bunch of crap. I'm not going to sit here and defend all this. It is. It's a bunch of hype. But when you really get down to lifestyle, there's nothing more important than detoxification and getting the things that don't belong in the body out of your body. Don't listen to this kind of, you know, hype. And it's very, very easy to make a, you know, little documentary like this and show all the factory smoke and all this and that and go all these images and everything while somebody's talking over it. I don't make those videos because I'm really trying to really give you a lot of information here and tell you how to be incredibly healthy the way I am. Because I tell you all the time, look at my blood results. Look at me. I mean, at my age, I'm almost 60 years old. I'm 60 years old. You know, I can still run a 6-minute mile. It's because I'm a great runner, and I've run all my life, but it's just is what I'm doing. And my blood works perfect. It's always perfect every time I go in and have it done. Anybody can live this way, and you can too. Don't listen to the media. Don't listen to Vox. Don't listen to these people that are really not health gurus talk about things that they don't know what they're talking about. Because when it comes to detoxification, it rules. H-A-D. Hydrate your body. Alkalize your body, detoxify your body. You know, it's the toxins that get into our brain that cause Alzheimer's. You know, they don't talk about that. It's so critical. Yeah, it's a magnesium deficiency, but it's the toxicity in the brain. And it's hard to get that stuff out. Do I ever detox? Yeah, it's called my life. Dr. Bob, see you next time.
And the things that these detox and cleanse products claim to accomplish, your body does those things on its own. So anytime you see words like detox or cleanse on a product label, remember, it's just marketing hype.